project. It's called Suki and Scott Show. But I had the pleasure of meeting this wonderful, wonderful woman named Petey Silveira, who's a therapist who's been doing this past life transgression work for the past, I would say 40 plus years.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Petey, I met her on TLC's Last Resort, 90-Day Last Resort. She was one of 3 therapists who were there to help all the couples. And then we did a podcast where it was the Last Resort sessions, and I got to know her. Well, Petey is hosting this incredible retreat. She called me up and she said, Suki, and this is how Petey talks. Suki, can you get me on the show? I just wanted to pick your brains about something, but how about the show? And I was like, Petey, for you, anything. You want
me to hit her intro?
Let's hit her intro. Let's get Petey Silveira on the show.
Ed is in this very deep state of hypnosis. And I know the moment the lips start quivering, that is the sign that Ed is up far enough to be able to talk to me and tell me about the past life he's in.
I've been here before. I have a leprechaun costume, and I'm alive, but I'm buried.
Of all of the past life regressions I've done, I don't think I've ever had a leprechaun, honestly. But my purpose is to access the subconscious, because then Ed is able to identify his soul lessons, why we are here in this lifetime. And then I'm able to do the healing with him.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen.
Her daughter, Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Nice to see you and meet you. I've heard so much about you, too.
I know.
Listen, my lips were quivering during that whole scene right there.
Oh, my gosh. Suki, I loved your imitation of it. I love that the most.
Right?
Yeah.
Does it sound like me?
Oh, it's 100%.
100% spot on.
100%. Yeah.
I love it.
So many things that I told Scott. I mean, Scott and I, we have our issues, but the reality is that
not between us. No,
between us. No, we have our own personal issues, and we talk about therapy all the time. We haven't really gotten there because we just deal with our own lives in our own way. But past life transgression is this interesting concept.
What is it, Petey? What is it? Tell us.
All live past lives.
Yeah, first of all, we have to say the right words. It's past life regression.
Regression. Sorry.
Ed kept saying transgression, but it's a regression. And that's how all of that kind of got parlayed forward in the wrong word. So past life regression, right? So where does it come from? It comes from the belief in reincarnation. And that's the belief that the soul goes through all of these patterns of lifetimes, if you will, for the whole purpose of spiritual growth and soul development. That's why we're here. And that's why watching Dave found his purpose in this lifetime, right? He's a visionary. Good for him. That's what everybody comes in and wants to know, right? They want to know, why am I here? Am I just here to live this life and then die and leave? Well, there has to be a purpose here. So past life regression is a huge tool that Sarah and I both use with clients so they can find their soul lessons in this lifetime, which Ed found. He was not a leprechaun. I need to say that. He was a circus performer as a leprechaun.
What kind of performer would you have been?
I have delved into Lucky Charms once in a while. I've never actually been a leprechaun. I would be a lion tamer, Suki, a lion tamer, or the strong man with the must. Wait, so if you were to, was he under hypnosis? What was going on there? He was, right?
That was a 3.5-hour session. Wow. I had the cameramen all hanging out in this room that had been designed as an office. They did not move a muscle for 3.5 hours. And yet they showed 5 minutes on the show. So that was 3.5 hours. He went to a past life. He went between lifetimes to find out all about his soul contract, his soul purpose, why Liz was in this lifetime, why they made these agreements.
Wow.
Fascinating. No, that was 3.5 hours.
And just so you know, That's her daughter right there.
I know.
So they're both
Sarah.
delving into this. You know,
guys are. Imagine like the two of you in a room at the same time. My brain would explode.
I never knew she was going to become a therapist.
It was never the plan. But when you're raised in a very spiritual home and we talk about past lives and dreams and soul contracts and soul purpose, it kind of just becomes your norm.
It's interesting. It's so interesting.
And you guys, because I was looking at the video, you guys do these retreats.
Yes.
To this what's the name of the island that you guys go to?
Oh, we're going to Costa Rica, and it's down in Dominical.
Oh, okay. But so hold on. Is it Imaloa?
Imaloa Institute is the retreat center that we're at. It's this beautiful 5-star. One of my favorite things about them is they didn't cut down any trees to create the space. So it is beautiful with Balinese homes and geodomes, and it is the perfect space that we found to just like let go and do the healing work.
Listen, Scotty, how amazing would that be to go to do this?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Is it anything like that movie Couples Retreat?
Oh my gosh. Well, there's definitely interactions, right? We definitely do things together. But
yes. But the whole point of it is as the name of our retreat is to heal pain and transform the trauma through past life regression therapy. So that's the main thrust of it. And then we have fabulous activities all surrounding this 5-star retreat with food that is to die for. I mean, just delicious.
So it's a mind, body, and spirit retreat. So we're doing somatic work and some yoga and some mindful movement. There's some Thai massage and touch that we teach, but there's, also all these mastermind talks that we give, and there's a lot of play. So we'll do some ecstatic dance and cacao ceremonies. We're doing waterfall hikes where you actually put blue clay that's from Costa Rica on the body.
I want to go. So can people still go? I mean, where do they find information?
So the retreat is in May. So it's May 12th that starts. It's a full week down there. And if you go to souljourneysretreats.com, then you can pick your accommodation that suits you best like based on what you like. And there's still space.
Yes.
Soul Journey. Oh yeah, we'll put that up when the show gets edited together.
And as a plus for you guys, if they use the code Suki and Scott 10, then they get a discount, and that's returned to you guys.
Good to know. Everybody get on that soul journey.
Wow. I want to go on the soul journey.
I want to go on the soul journey with you.
I could see, is there that one like really built guy that comes out of the water in slow motion and he makes it all look bad?
It's you, Scott. That's you.
Sarah, you know him so well. Let's just say that, Sarah. So Sarah, what's the thing that drove you to want to also pursue the same career as your mother?
It slowly became something that I really wanted to get to. And I started out in traditional counseling, but I realized there was limitations through talk therapy. And I kept creeping into spirituality and NLP and hypnosis and past life regression. The more and more I delve into the work, I realized, wow, this is the modality that works the best for people to get the most healing and the most clarity through this really deep felt sense, because you feel it when you're in a hypnosis. You are in it and feeling it and seeing it.
That's incredible.
I'd like to try that.
Can
I be hypnotized? You got to want to be hypnotized, though, right? You have to want to do it.
Exactly, Scott. You have to want to, which all of our clients, when they come in, we develop the relationship. They want to be. They're there for answers. And all hypnosis is a deep, deep state of relaxation. So the conscious mind can move to the back, and the subconscious that holds all of the memories can move forward from all your cellular memories from every lifetime you've ever had. So it's just this deep, deep state of relaxation. It's very easy. And
you're right. If you want to, then you can.
Yes.
Yeah. And the thing is, the question I have is, what are the majority of things that people come into you guys with? Like what's the biggest problems or the biggest issues people have that they're trying to get clarity on?
I mean, there's many. I would say certainly one is everybody does really want to know, why am I here? Why am I here in this lifetime? But specifically, so many have issues in relationships. So when we go between lifetimes to the soul contract, and it's like, so why is this person in my life? Why is difficulty in the relationship presenting. They actually are at the moment they created their soul contract, and they see the conversation with that soul asking them to come in and be in their soul contract. So it would be like, you and Suki absolutely made a soul contract. And it's like, about what age should we meet? About when should we do this? This will serve us how? Because you two are learning something together. This was an agreement made.
You know, it's kind of interesting because, in television, you sit next to so many people. And when I sat next to Scott, it was just so easy. It was just, and we both said that to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I do believe that at some point, like when you have relationships that you don't really work so hard for, and it just comes, that there must have been something else along the way that brought you together, brought you back together. Because
Suki,
it's almost like you know each other.
Suki, do you have any doubt you and I were together?
I do believe you were put in front of me for a reason. Yes.
How immediately did we bond? Like
incredibly so.
I love that.
Seconds.
It's true. And I told Petey, like, you meet so many people along the way, and then, it's hard to just connect and then, get to work and do the work right away. But with Petey, it was like, boom, 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 we got it done. So they also have a podcast, a mom and dad, mom and daughter podcast.
Mom and dad too?
Yes.
Well, you talk about
a podcast. Tell us about the podcast.
Yeah.
It's called Therapy Unfiltered with Mom and Me. So we started it in 2020 because there's a lot of hard ways to access mental health care, and sometimes it takes a price point. So we wanted to give a free platform that we could share some of our best modalities and interview people who could give some free access to mental health. So we started it about 3 years ago, and it's been going strong. It's a great place that we are able to share some really good mental health tips. It's raw. It's one take. You get us. It's authentic. We don't know how to edit, so it just is.
It's all raw.
Very raw.
Now, can you guys, do you have to be in the same room to be able to hypnotize someone?
No.
No, I do it virtually all around the world. It's energy.
Really?
Oh, all the time. I do it all around the world. So from the show, 90 Day Fiancé, and people saw me. Oh my God. I had people contacting me all around China, Australia, and I did them virtually all around the world. Absolutely. And all the information is on our sites about what we do, but it's
Wild.
miraculous because it's energy, right? And you can access energy. I mean, that's what quantum physics is. It's just all energy work.
Well, that's incredible because I actually thought that's a great question because I actually thought you had to be present with the person to be able to conduct the modality in a way where it's you get the answers that the person is looking for.
Yeah.
You know what, Suki? I used to believe that, and I only did them in person.
That's right.
And when Sarah was traveling,
I was in India.
India, and I said, you know what? So many people are reaching out and want me to do them virtually. How about I try it with you or your friend?
Wow.
I did it with her friend. It worked perfectly. I'm like, done. This is a done deal. Yeah.
And not even great internet. I mean, I was at my yoga teacher training in an ashram, different
AOL
time
dial-up.
zones.
Dial-up. I was like a guy going up, in India,
guys,
on a tree somewhere.
Tell me again about the retreat and how people can get a hold of you guys to go on this retreat.
Yeah.
So it is Costa Rica. And if you go to souljourneysretreats.com, we have all the information there. It's May 12th through the 18th. You're with us and another somatic facilitator who will be there with you. And Mom and I have actually opened up for the next week. If you're interested in getting a free laser coaching session with us for 30 minutes, just to see how we work and how we can help guide you, go ahead and we'll share the link so you can go on there and just book a call and get more information. And we can also help show you how we can guide you through these hypnotic and NLP spaces in order for you to, remove blocks or understand what homeostasis and soul lessons are. So it's souljourneysretreats.com.
It's a great taste. Yeah, it's a taste to see what our healing looks like, to be able to meet us. And we're also doing a Zoom call on March 25th at 7 o'clock. And we're also doing a give back there to do some teaching and sharing of our styles and some of the techniques we use and answer any questions about the retreat. So they have 2 options to connect with us.
Petey and Sarah, thank you guys
Past
so
life
much.
regression therapy, everybody. Learn about it. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can figure out the modality if it works for you. We'll put all the information on the show.
And we got to get people to use that code, Suki and Scott 10.
That's right.
Like to go to Costa Rica.
Is that what it is, Suki and Scott 10?
That's it. You know it.
And they
Oh,
get
I'll be posting about that all day long.
They get 10% off the entire trip,
Mhm.
and you will get a check.
If you can't make the trip, Sarah and Petey have so many resources on their website. So give them the name of the website again.
Yes, it's souljourneysretreats.com, and my website is peteysilveira.com. And Sarah?
I'm HeySarahBurnett.com.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey,
Burnett.
Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah,
Hey,
smile.
There it is. It's the song. That's it.
By the way, we have John Oates coming up on a future program.
Oh, I will
It's
listen.
not with he and Hall are not friends anymore, so we can't even talk about Hall and Oates. Just Oates.
Oh my gosh.
They
No.
were in concert just last year.
Nope. A lot of legal issues with Hall and
Wow.
Right.
Oates.
Wow.
Not happy.
We'll try and unpack that
Not
on another
happy.
show. But thank you guys
Guys,
so much.
thank you so
Petey,
much.
Sarah, I hope you had a good time.
Oh, thank you. You guys are wonderful.
Are you guys in New York or
No.
where are you?
We're in Florida.
Oh,
Mhm.
Florida. Okay.
Florida.
How is
I
the
need a
weather in
session,
Florida?
Suki. I need a
You want to
session.
go.
I need a session.
Virtual works.
Hey, guess what? We'll be happy to come on again. We'll fly up to New York, do a past life with one of you, and we'll come on and talk about it. How's that?
What if I'm like a really bad person in my past
No,
life?
don't be in fear.
No.
Be in the light.
All right.
Yeah.
Step into the light, Carol Ann. Step into the light.
Love that.
Guys, thank you so much. It's a
Oh my
pleasure
gosh.
to have you
Bye,
guys
Petey.
on.
Bye, Sarah.
No,
Thank you guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Love it.
Aren't
So
they
great.
great?
No,
A
I love
great
it.
mother-daughter duo. I mean, when I tell you, Petey just has the best energy ever.
Do you know that art thing, the whole show said Leemore Media?
Did it really?
Yeah.
The whole
Well, that's
show?
where we are, Leemore Media. Yes, but we're Suki and Scott.
Okay.
We are Suki and Scott.
Okay.
Guys, listen, thank you so much. What a great show. Dave Knoll, with his wisdom, TV creator. Suki, I'm going to get him to make a show for us.
Visionary.
If we keep pushing him, he talks about persistence. We are we are persistence
We've been
personified.
trying really hard. 4
Uh,
years trying.
And that was great. So it's souljourney.com.
.com.
I
We'll have
will
all
put
the
that all out.
information.
Yeah, we'll have all that stuff up.
information for
And
you.
Suki and Scott 10. I
Yeah.
like it. I think we
Listen,
should just go on the trip for
You know,
free,
not
no?
only did we put out a visionary plan for everybody, we also enlightened them about past
Oh my
life.
God,
Regression therapy.
Absolutely.
I got that right.
Guys, listen, thank you so much for joining us. Another great show. We love you. And we're going to leave you off with Philly Kid with a little tune. And we're coming back at like 1:15. We got John Sheck coming up, actor extraordinaire, good-looking dude. He's
Yep.
got a new series out. And the Sharp Family Singers are coming on. They're going to sing some tunes for us. Where do you see this family? AGT,
Exceptional.
they were just on Mark and Kelly live. Anyway, here's Philly Kid. We'll be back up on the old Facebook here in a little bit. See ya. Mwah.
Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois.